How to upgrade your MacBook Pro with an SSD. A MacBook Pro SSD upgrade gives your laptop the biggest speed increase. This guide gives you an overview to show you what to do to upgrade your old MacBook hard drive to an SSD. There are two speed bottlenecks in a MacBook Pro notebook: amount of RAM and the hard drive access and write speeds. We recommend your MacBook Pro has at least 16 GB for the best speeds. We suggest that for the latest macOS you need at least 8 GB of RAM. Not all Macs allow for RAM to be upgraded. Some of the latest MacBook Pros have the RAM soldered on, making removal near impossible and hazardous to your computer. Buy a machine with as much RAM as possible when you buy it. Future-proof yourself. If you can upgrade your RAM, then we suggest you go for 16 GB. Contact us and we'll recommend the right RAM for your machine. But if it is a choice between 16 GB and an SSD, choose an SSD. 8 GB of RAM and an SSD will give you a super speedy Mac. Applications open quicker, startup is startlingly fast, and your old machine will seem like new. There are two reasons an SSD is faster than an old, traditional hard drive. Using an old hard drive means your computer has to hunt around for the data. With an SSD, your computer can find the data quicker. An SSD is made from flash chips that are almost as fast as RAM memory. When your laptop runs out of RAM, it uses the SSD, which is like using the SSD as RAM. Your SSD is like a big RAM drive, and it's why you can get away with 8 GB of RAM. The easiest method to upgrade your hard drive is as follows. Before you start, back up all your data. Step 1, replace it. Will depend on what Mac model you have, but removing the hard drive is usually straightforward if you have the right tools. Simply remove the base or hard drive cover and unplug the hard drive, then release the mounting screws. Step 2, reboot. Plug Time Machine backup hard drive into the laptop's USB port. If you have a time capsule that uses Wi-Fi, ensure it is on and can be connected to. Restart your Mac and hold down the Option key. The Mac will then look for disks attached that can be booted from. It should recognize your time machine and display the icon on screen. Step 3, reformat. A new SSD will be sent unformatted, so initialize the SSD to ready it for your data. After you click Time Machine, select Disk Utility. Choose Format Type. Use APFS for Mojave or High Sierra. Earlier macOS used Mac Extended Journaled. Give your SSD a name like Speedy or something fun. Click Apply, and this formats the SSD and gets it ready for your data. Step 4, restore. Once your new SSD is formatted, Time Machine will show you available backups. Choose your latest backup from Step 1. Your Mac will ask to restore backup. Select Yes. And that's it. Time Machine will now start restoring onto the new SSD. It will take approximately 100 GB per hour, so don't do it unless you have a day to spare. If you have any Mac upgrade questions, call TechShed. We help business, self-employed, home user, students, families. Call us for Mac upgrades and support 01932 267 085. Visit www.techshedonline.com.